The Simpsons made a new SHIB prediction for 3 cents. It looks like SHIB has been in a bit of a bad situation recently, with the price plummeting into the toilet. A lot of people have a lot of reasons for this problem occurring, and we've seen so many new opportunities for the doggy dollar to bounce back. So it's not all doom and gloom. There's a glowing contingent of people who are resorting to the 21st century of reading tea leaves in order to predict price developments for the entire crypto space, and rumors are everywhere. The latest rumor is that the popularly clairvoyant TV show The Simpsons has made a prediction that the price of SHIB could reach 3 cents. But let's see how they've arrived at that conclusion, and see the other things that SHIB is going on. So what's the latest with SHIB? Why is the price down so low, and what should you be doing to prepare for the next few months? Well, as always, I'm going to be answering these questions and much more, so don't you be going anywhere. And remember as well that the best way to stay updated on all the news that you don't want to miss out on about getting rich through SHIB is to subscribe and ring the notification bell to make sure. Of course, also keep it in your mind that I'm not a professional financial advisor, and that there's always a risk whenever you invest in cryptocurrency, or anything else for that matter, and that you should always be vigilant and do your own research. But with that said, and if you're finished subscribing, let's go ahead and jump right in and see what's going on. So first, the price. SHIB is down. Way down, having dropped by 35% in the last month, from around 25 millionths of a dollar all the way down to just 15. Now, to be fair, the whole crypto space began the year on a terrible footing, having dropped considerably down and taken a long time to even get close to previous highs. But SHIB has taken some bad luck lately. Now, there were many things that should have helped the puppy penny, but were either executed poorly or didn't materialize the interest that they could have for other reasons. However, there's still a lot of good happening, and work is underway to deal with the biggest problem the canine currency faces. Besides those people who still think it's a derivative of Dogecoin. Actually, it's fairly straightforward to lay out the entire situation. Aside from being one of the most active development teams in the whole sector, SHIB's development team isn't satisfied with simply receiving fan support. SHIB has one of, if not the most dedicated and steadfast fan bases in the whole crypto space, and the development team understands that this needs to be recognized and properly rewarded. Therefore, they've been working hard for a long time to ensure that over the next few months, there will be more real-world utility, faster, more ecologically friendly, and therefore cheaper transactions, as well as considerably greater chances to benefit from SHIB. Announcement after announcement has been coming out on a weekly basis, and considering some of SHIB's most recent collaborations and partnerships, this has been very encouraging. Now, it's only been around 6 months since the launch of SHIB on a variety of platforms, due to the efforts of the SHIB Army, which promotes the cryptocurrency and calls for its inclusion on an increasing number of exchanges. The cryptocurrency sites Binance and BitPay, which are two of the most prominent in the world, were among the first to stake SHIB when the cryptocurrency's price spiked in October. SHIB was also incorporated into Kraken and Gemini, allowing the canine currency to be used in a broader range of applications. It was later added to Taiwan's BitOX exchange, which is great news because Taiwan is constantly on the hunt for cryptocurrencies after having a slew of troubles in the past with unpleasant fraud and money laundering. SHIB has already established a reputation for staying out of these situations. Of course, the one that everyone was really waiting for was Robinhood, with many hanging their faith in SHIB and its price on a successful listing on that platform. The problem is, when the listing did finally come, a couple of weeks after predictions and leaks had hinted that it would, it came with relatively no fanfare whatsoever. There was no announcement a few days before to whip up a frenzy of interest, no hilarious tweet from SHIB or Robinhood to imply the impending listing. No, nothing. The listing happened and everyone rushed to report on it, but it was too little, too late. With this situation doing little to impress anyone or draw new users to the SHIB army, despite Robinhood having millions of users who can now see SHIB as a reliable and prestigious cryptocurrency, there was little movement in the price, and it has since dropped down considerably. But honestly, it's not enough to just put the coin on trading platforms. The coin must have some connection to real life in order to be successful. In the last 6 months, a large number of shops and financial institutions have begun accepting Shiba Inu as a method of payment for their products and services. Newegg, a platform that sells technology and computer equipment, and AMC Theaters, an American movie theater company that's still getting its bearings following repressive and reactive pandemic lockdowns and restrictions, have both accepted Shiba Inu as a payment option through their BitPay payment processor. With the help of Redditors from Wall Street Bets, who saw that investors were purposefully shorting the cinema chain's stock, AMC, along with GameStop, was one of the firms that benefited the most from the interplay of the two communities. CEO Adam Aron understood that all of the individuals stranded at home in 2020 and 2021 were spending their time learning about cryptocurrency, which was one of the luckiest things that could have occurred to the theater chain. Many people did lose trust in fiat currencies and got delusioned with the stock market, leading them to shift their investments to decentralized investment vehicles. Given the popularity of SHIB at the moment, AMC has made it simple to pay for your movie tickets online using the SHIB payment method. Although SHIB has been featured on a variety of different websites, a development occurred when Mover and CoinJar, both suppliers of credit cards that can be loaded with cryptocurrency, added SHIB to the list of available alternatives for topping up their cards. In the event that you had a loaded credit card from any of these companies, you would have a Visa or MasterCard that could be used for practically anything, which is especially important today, that the world is being scarily coerced into one day abandoning fiat money. This means that you can use your Shiba Inu tokens to pay for anything that a credit card can, including regular expenses like groceries, clothing, and vacations, as well as special occasions such as weddings. As previously indicated, SHIB may now be used to pay for any item or service you choose. Now, as I've stated in previous videos, it's only when a form of money can be put to use in some way that it has any actual value. Now, this might sound redundant for those of you who see my previous videos, but it's worth being said again. Shibarium is possibly the most important of all the initiatives associated with SHIB, and as such, it's likely the most urgent. Several individuals are interested in seeing what happens when Buterein's Ethereum network replaces the aging proof-of-work mining method with a more environmentally friendly proof-of-stake structure as we move closer to Ethereum 2.0, which is expected to take place in late 2022. Because of the elimination of the high energy and time costs associated with mining, faster transactions on the Ethereum blockchain will be possible with significantly reduced gas prices, which is fantastic because gas prices are currently unsustainable, with some even doubling the value of the transaction. SHIB wants to offer the same improvements on a Layer 2 blockchain built on top of Ethereum. But the most important part is that they want to roll it out before Ethereum 2.0 is released, establishing SHIB as a premier currency for saving time and money on transactions while also not consuming enough electricity to power the space station. Now that's something that could really turn its fortunes around. Of course, the other major problem that has to be addressed is still the colossal 550 trillion token supply that SHIB has. It's simply too much for any serious demand, as anyone who wants to own some SHIB can simply buy it, and that's that. There's no competition, no need to mine it, and no need to stake it. Just go on Binance or any other platform and buy some SHIB. Easy. Now this is why we aren't seeing the price spikes that we're all hoping for. Now the Simpsons appeared to have released an episode on cryptocurrency that was riddled with references to SHIB and its price spiking, which has people excited for SHIB. Now the reason that people get excited about The Simpsons predicting things is that it has historically been able to predict even things that seemed highly unlikely. The most famous of these predictions was when an episode saw Donald Trump being president in 2016, years before this actually happened. Of course, Trump was an extremely polarizing figure due to his habit of shooting from the hip when it came to making public announcements, not to mention the media and big tech's unified efforts to portray the former president as some kind of boogeyman. However, he did become president, and even at the time, no one thought that the prediction would ever come true. Unfortunately, the Simpsons episode in question appears to have been edited to include SHIB references, and so the result is that this one is really just a bit of hearsay. Of course, that's not to say that the Yellow People Show won't make a cryptocurrency prediction, it's just that on this occasion, it's simply just a nice idea. The reality is, if we want to see the price of SHIB go back up, major burns will be required in order to drop the supply to levels where it's interesting to own the puppy penny once again. So are you interested in helping the cause? Head on over to shibburn.com and find out how you can get involved. In the meantime, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to this channel, and ring that bell for notifications so you never miss out on some hot news about SHIB. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.